What do we have today on Komi's Garage? It looks like we got some problem that needs to be resolved in the old silver bullet, or the red bullet as I call it. So we gotta check light engine and we gotta diagnose it first. Okay, we get one code found. Let's read that. It's a P0117 engine coolant temperature sensor. Has set to low problem. That could mean that you probably have a coolant issue. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's try to Google it first and see if we can find something close to that problem and how to fix it. First, I gotta connect to the car to my home network first, so at least we can have internet on the dashboard. So we got P0117. Engine coolant temperature sensor with a low circuit. Okay, looks like we found something from car parts. This is that same thing. Alright, is that video? Let's see if they got some videos. Oh, great. So we got causes and fixes. Okay, so we know what the issue is. Let's go pop the hood and see what's going on over there. So here is a sensor that's triggering that coolant code. So that should be right underneath the fuel injection line, fuel injector line. That right there. So that is a sensor that basically popped up that code. That's what triggered that code that you saw, that P0117. And since that relates to the coolant, we gotta figure out how to get into the coolant hook, coolant side of the car, and then pop the radiator, check the hose, and see where the problem is. Maybe there's a leakage somewhere. There's something. Let's just take it apart, and see if we can find what's going on. Okay, the first hose is out. Before we get to the radiator, which is where most of the coolant circulation takes place. We got to remove the fan first. Okay, it looks like we got the plugs out. We can remove the fan now. There's the cooling fan for the radiator. Yep, that's the radiator right there. That's probably what could be the problem, since the sensor is saying it's a coolant issue and the radiator handles that. So we gotta see what's going on with the radiator. I'm suspecting a leakage somewhere. It's an old radiator. I don't think I've ever replaced it before since I've had this car, so it's probably an issue with the radiator. So we need a clamp to remove the second hose, so we can get the radiator out. So that's out, and we can now pop the radiator out of the hood. Ooh, look at that. That is the radiator. So this is probably the issue. Oh, this is what's causing the problem that we need to look at. Got a lot of coolant all over the place, obviously. Once you pop those holes off, obviously you're gonna have something all over the place. Great, so let's see what the issue is with the radiator. It's an old radiator, so obviously there's gotta be some issues. Wow, you notice that? You got worn up radiator. Element. Yeah, it's all worn up, rusty. So yeah, leakages and low flow. It's probably occurring in there. That's why you have the sensor triggering that code. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Okay, so it's no good. We got some new one. We gotta replace it. So this is the replacement. Should be a new one. So this is gonna be the replacement. Old, new. I'm hoping it does a trick. It should do, because this is a new radiator. So leakage issues and low circuits or circulation shouldn't be a problem here anymore. Okay, so let's handle the replacement and see if that solves a problem. So we got the hoses back in there. Good. Now let's put the fan back up, so at least it can get cooled down when it's too hot. So that should be the last hose that connects the coolant entry into the reservoir. Okay, folks, and that's all she wrote, folks. As usual, I hope you've learned something. See ya. I'm out.